Hey, I'm Ronnie. Let's look at this house. All right, everybody, today we are at 408 Settlers Trail. We're in the neighborhood of Settlers Point at Lake Murray in Lexington, South Carolina. This house is a little over 3,200 square feet with 3,289 square feet, 4 bedrooms, and you have 3 full bathrooms. It's priced at $462,500. I like the fact that we're doing this house today because of 2 things. This neighborhood is centrally located in Lexington, 29072. When I say centrally located, I mean you are literally within minutes to shops, restaurants, schools, everything you need on a daily basis. The second item is this neighborhood has lake access to Lake Murray. At the end of this video, I'm going to go down and I will do a clip of the lake and show you where that lake access is so you can see for yourself. So let's go take a look at this house. This house has some features in it that honestly I really appreciate when looking at houses. I love how it's elevated off of the street. So you have the lot kind of has this gradual incline off of the road, and then obviously the house sits up quite a bit. I just think that gives it great curb appeal. There's some other features inside as well that I plan on pointing out to you guys. I'm going to do the usual, just kind of a casual walkthrough of this home and point some things out and talk to you guys as I go. So up here we have a nice porch area, both left and right side, and then a really pretty view right off of the porch. And there's the porch to the right. Coming on in, it actually opens up to this living area. There's multiple living areas downstairs. This is a really big space. It has a dining, or what I guess once was a dining area right here as you walk in. So this could be more of a formal dining area, because over in the kitchen you have kind of a casual eat-in area. So if you didn't want to do the formal dining thing, which honestly that seems to be going away anyways these days, I'd probably set up dining over there by the kitchen, and then I would just make this like a really big kind of maybe a little bit more formal living space. You could probably tell in the video, but this is a big room. Lots of natural light, high ceilings. It's a good space. So I think you could make this a little bit more formal because that's the first thing people see when they walk in. But then when you come into here, you have the kitchen on your left and an additional living space. And this too is a good sized space. You have a gas fireplace. This could be more of your living room, maybe a little bit more casual. This obviously is where the TV was for these folks that used to live here. You have a surround sound system, it looks like, already plugged in up there with some additional speakers on that side. I'm assuming they work. I don't know, but my assumption is they do. And then there's the kitchen. Might be hard to tell, but this is actually a very big kitchen. Lots of counter space, lots of cabinets. You have a gas cooktop built in, which people really appreciate these days and seems to be one of those highly sought after things. And then of course you have your built-in microwave and oven over there. And then I really like this setup here with the bar top, dishwasher, sink, lots and lots of space. Like I was saying, lots of counter space, lots of cabinets. And then over here, coming back, is that dining area I was talking about. I mean, this is plenty big in my opinion. You could put a nice round table here, probably got at least 6 chairs around it. I think that this is a really good space for just your everyday eating and maybe even some of your more formal meals. Coming back across the living area, you have a bedroom which has close access to a full bathroom. Here, I'll show you guys. This is a good size. I mean, ideally, this is a wonderful bedroom for a guest, or this would be a great home office. And then coming back out, you have access right here to a good sized bathroom, obviously shower, and everything one would need for a bathroom. And then right off of there, you have a nice kind of linen closet. So if you did have guests, you could obviously have towels and such in here for them. any extra stuff. And then they have the bathroom. Coming back around, here's the living space. I'm going to go upstairs, and then we'll do the garage, we'll do the backyard, and like I said, I'll finish the video with the lake access. Just a kind of under the stairs closet right there for some extra storage. And let's head upstairs. So, a couple features upstairs, like I was talking about in the beginning of the video. There's a few features that I really like about this house. I like the multiple living areas downstairs, but this right here is fantastic. This is essentially a third living space in this house. This is a big space. If you have kids, this would be an amazing play area. Obviously, that keeps all the kids' toys up here. You don't have all that mess downstairs. It's just a really, really good space. Obviously, you could put a TV up here, a big couch. If you have teenagers, maybe they'd want to hang out up here. I love this. I just love the option to have more formal living downstairs and more casual living upstairs in terms of living spaces. And then here is the primary suite. This is a massive, massive room. This is one of those other features that I really like. I love a big primary bedroom. You can put all of your furniture in here. I mean, you got room to run. There is so much room in this bedroom. Some people have some of that bigger, more sturdy, bulkier bedroom furniture. I mean, you could have a ton of pieces and they would all fit in here. This is just a huge, huge room. Tray ceiling, which is always a nice touch. Over here you have a really big walk-in closet. I'll go ahead and walk in. You have shelving. You have all kinds of hanging bars, shelving for your shoes. Great size. And then coming out here to the left is the bathroom. So you have both a shower and tub, and then dual vanity area as well. This is a big space. Backyard's very private. A lot of bushes back there. A lot of good natural light through this house. I always appreciate that as well. I tend to gravitate towards houses that have a lot of natural light rather than darker houses. Now, going down a little bit of a hallway, what you have is 2 additional bedrooms. These are good size. They are bigger than, I believe, they feel bigger at least, than the bedroom that's downstairs. Now, another feature I wanted to point out is these have walk-in closets. This is not common. I don't see this in every single house. Usually the additional bedrooms don't have a walk-in closet. The bigger houses, sure, more custom houses, absolutely. But it's not really standard for every house here, for each bedroom to have its own walk-in closet. And for these 2 bedrooms up here to have them, that's also a very nice feature. So you got two of these bedrooms. Across the way here, you have a large laundry room. Here I go again. You could add shelving here. You could definitely be utilizing this space a little bit better, but a good size. This house is very clean. It's been well cared for. And then over here, you have a bathroom for these 2 bedrooms to share. Obviously 2 sinks, shower tub combo. Off of there, you have a deep linen closet for all your towels. You have another closet right there too. This is deep. Good linen closet right off the laundry room. And then let's head downstairs. We'll go check out the garage. We will go check out the backyard. And then, like I said, we will go to that lake access when the video is all over. I love the hardwood floors. So let's check out the garage because everybody appreciates the garage. And before I do that, you do have a little bit of a pantry area here off of the kitchen. I know I mentioned it earlier, but there's a ton of cabinets, a ton of counter space. I feel like that's a good sized pantry for this kitchen. The garage has very high ceilings. Of course it does, given how elevated the house is off of the street. Let me just get down here and then I'll turn around to show you the garage a little bit better. This is a standard 2-car garage. You have some shelving and some storage under there. There's your water heater. But yeah, these are very, very high ceilings. If you wanted to figure out how to get some more storage up there, maybe that's something you could look into. You have irrigation with this house. That's what that is over on the wall. Let's go check out the backyard. It is a beautiful day here in South Carolina. I think it's about 73. It was a little warmer this past weekend. It got up to 91, but it has cooled down today. It is like the perfect spring day. So you have a storm door. I love a storm door. Reminds me of my grandparents' house when I was growing up. You have a nice back porch here. Now, if it were me, if you're not from the area and you're planning on moving, I always recommend a screened-in porch, and I would definitely screen this in. Yes, we do have bugs here. Yes, we do have mosquitoes. A nice summer night, you want to sit outside. I think it's worth screening this in. So you do have a back porch, and then here's the backyard. I'll go ahead and try to get a good angle of this. Walk back a little bit more. So you have a good sized yard. I think it could benefit from some landscaping back here. I mean, somebody with a green thumb could put some beautiful greenery against this wall. The planter beds. You have a little bit of a side yard there. This actually is, when you look at neighborhoods where the builders kind of came in, you know, the distance between two houses can vary. To me, this is actually a good distance between these two houses compared to some of the other neighborhoods. So that's the side yard over there. Again, good sized yard. These trees are providing some shade back here, which is nice. And then going back to this side over here, same thing, same amount of distance between the two neighbors. And there's a side yard for that. All right, so that takes care of this home, but I am going to go down to the lake access now, and I will put that at the end of the video. As promised, I want to show you the lake access for Settlers Point. So I just came in from this direction. If I go to that stop sign and make a right, I essentially just drive down that road, cross one street, and then I'm in the neighborhood. So I could probably throw a baseball to where the start of the neighborhood is over there. That's how close it is from where I'm standing. I just wanted to give you references to where the neighborhood is as to where the lake access is. So you come down this road, and then we go down here, and I will walk you down to where the lake is to show you this lake access. Again, it's a beautiful day, and it's a great day to take a video down by the lake. I think I've mentioned it in some of my other videos, but if you haven't YouTubed Lake Murray and taken a look at the history of it and all the different things about it, you really should. It's got a lot of history to it. I think, again, I've mentioned it before, but there are buildings underwater in Lake Murray because there used to be a town where the lake is now. And then when the power company came in and they took over the lake, so as you can see, this is for the Settlers Point HOA on that sign. I'm just gonna step over this and come down and show you guys the lake. So yeah, when the power company came in and built the dam, they essentially had to flush out the town that was here. So if you look up YouTube, there's still some relics from that town under the water. There's some scuba divers that will go down there and check out things. Probably one of my most common asked questions is, are there alligators in Lake Murray? Okay, so no is the short answer, but I think the locals will tell you that there are. I don't know how much of that is just them trying to spook people, and somebody will say, oh, I saw one in a cove once, and that kind of thing. I have yet to see one. I have yet to hear about somebody getting attacked by an alligator in Lake Murray. Basically, since there's a dam, the alligators that travel up the river can't get into the lake because of the dam. So honestly, somebody would have to put an alligator into the lake. There'll be a quick turn around there. So if you had a golf cart, you could park your golf cart over here, which is nice. So quick golf cart ride over to the lake. It is just a beautiful day. Obviously your boat ramp to drop your boat in, and then you have your dock here. Go walk out there, why not? I'm here. I mean, now this is a view of the lake. You could obviously fish off of here if you wanted to, come jump in the water on a hot summer's day, just use the lake. So this is definitely the most important feature if you're buying a home in Settlers Point. To be able to have access to the lake like this is huge. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you'd like my help buying or selling in the area, all you have to do is send me a message.